Beware, source of the information provided in the video is purely based on information available online. Take any remedies or treatment at your own risk. These are generic video just to provide you basic general knowledge. Content and advice or anything shown in this video is not verified or provided by any expert. We do not take any responsibility whatsoever. Urinary tract infections occur when germs becoming trapped inside the bladder, lungs, or some other portion of the urinary tract. While guys do sometimes get them, they are far more prevalent in girls, such as people get them 30 days as frequently as men do. And that is down to human anatomy. Since a girl's urethra is shorter compared to a person's, it is easier for germs to get into and cause it to at home. Most UTIs are brought on by E. coli, which may go into the urethra post-sex or following improper emptying. The germs may reproduce and root, resulting in a disease of the bladder, that can be known as cystitis, or urethra, known as urethritis. Should you experience symptoms like painful or burning urination, the impulse to pee frequently even once you know you do not need to, muddy or strange-smelling urine, or notice pus or blood in your urine, or you may have a UTI. Left untreated, a UTI can readily spread into a uterus and lead to irreversible harm, which explains the reason you ought to be cautious with your physician's stat. They will probably do a culture to find out whether your symptoms are because of a UTI, another disease, and treat you so. In case you've got a UTI, your doc can prescribe antibiotics, which thankfully get to operate amazingly fast. As you await the antibiotics to kick in, there are a number of simple all-natural remedies for UTIs which may help relieve your symptoms and avoid UTIs later on. 1. Drink more water. You ought to be drinking a lot of water anyhow. However, in case you are not always good about remembering to fill your water bottle at the center of the day, then it is critical to generate a bid to raise your water consumption if you have been diagnosed with or suspect you have a urinary tract disease. The more water that you consume, the more you are going to have to urine. The longer you urine, the more germs will probably be flushed from your urethra each single time you use your restroom. Upping your H20 intake can even help prevent UTIs later on, as reported by a 2017 research of all 140 premenopausal women coping with recurring diseases. Research participants were split into two classes. A single team stuck to their customary water drinking habits within the course of a calendar year, whereas another team drank an extra 1.5 gallons of water per day, along with the customary fluid ingestion. From the close of the research, the team ingesting excess water found that the significant reduction in the average number of diseases in contrast to the controller. 2. Reach to your unsweetened cranberry juice. Cranberries and cranberry juice have been touted as a means to prevent urinary tract ailments. That is because cranberries have a particular sort of polyphenol, a chemical found in plants, which behaves on E. coli along with other germs within an anti-adhesive, making it more challenging for its harmful germs to adhere to urethra walls. But it ought to be mentioned that research has been mixed on the topic. Most recently, that a 2017 inspection discovered that limited evidence exists because of cranberries in lessening the danger of continuing UTIs, which signs for cranberry juice in preventing UTIs was significantly less than previously believed, though it mentioned that there are not any known drawbacks to drinking the substance, either. And a few experts still advocate drinking carbonated juice as a preventative step. Should you wish to provide cranberry juice a go, forget the cranberry cocktail from the juice aisle in the regional grocery shop and choose the unsweetened number instead. Sugary drinks may irritate your liver, which will just cause you to feel worse than you do. By the way, it's also advisable to hold off drinking Java, soda and alcohol as you're being treated for a UTI. 3. Pop a vitamin C. Along with its general immunity-boosting properties, vitamin C might reduce the possibility of urinary tract infections from producing urine more acidic, thus limiting bacteria development. The writers of this metastudy mentioned previously also state that vitamin C plays very well with methenamine hippurate (MH), an antibiotic commonly utilized in the treatment of urinary tract ailments. MH responds with acid from the urine to make formaldehyde, which can be fatal to E. coli along with other germs. So essentially vitamin C can assist your antibiotics function much better. 4. Pee if you will need to. You might pride yourself in your ability to sit down marathon meetings without even needing a toilet break, but do not sacrifice your bladder simply because you do not wish to miss a moment of your boss' provocative quarterly earnings projections. If you routinely hold on your urine, research indicates you might be placing yourself in danger to get a UTI. The lengthier pee sits on your gut, the longer time germs which has entered the urethra must settle and multiply. 5. And definitely, certainly pee after sex. Even though the jury remains out on whether there's really a connection between peeing after sex and UTIs, there's some scientific proof that girls who visit the toilet prior to and after sex are far not as prone to get UTIs than girls who don't. That exact same study found that there could possibly be a link between diaphragm and spermicide use and UTIs. 6. Apply heat. If you are handling pain in your lower tummy due to a UTI, a heating pad or hot water bottle can offer temporary relief. 7. Attempt garlic, infusion or bearberry leaf. A 2009 analysis of male rats revealed that the mathematically important reduction in bacterial growth and inflammation once the rats were given garlic, while the writer of some 2010 analysis found that garlic infusion had an antimicrobial effect even on several antibiotic-resistant breeds of S. aureus along with E. coli. And at a little study of 57 girls suffering from recurring UTIs, the team that commissioned by bearberry leaf, a.k.a. uva-ursi, found a substantial reduction in the amount of recurring ailments in contrast to control group over the duration of the year-long study. It ought to be mentioned that these studies have been little, and a few of these were just on rats or inside a petri dish, so choose these signs with a grain of salt. And like all herbal remedies, speak with your physician first to ensure they don't socialize with any meds you are taking.